on in the petition, and we shall be laying them out in a letter. In respect of the clarification as to the opening of ballot boxes, I believe that would definitely be implied in the order of the court, that if the court were to ask that we gain access, that would imply a permission to open the ballot boxes. In respect of the polling stations that are turning out to be polling centers, I think that has been a common mistake as to when it's a polling station, a polling center. Our position should be that if it has been described as a polling center, then the order would relate to all the polling stations in that center. And lastly, in respect of the access, this court has said that we are to have supervised access. And then the question would not be whether it will be described that read-only. We are to obtain all the necessary access to do an audit of the information that is needed, so long as it is supervised. That is all.
Thank you. I will request the Honorable Mr. Justice Lenaura to respond to those issues on behalf of the court.
Thank you very much, Judge President. Let me begin from the last issue, Mr. Mwangi. Indeed, it is polling stations. Following Maina Kiai, anything to be done must begin from the polling station. So where there's a reference to Belgut polling center, it refers to the polling station. So again, that should be the reference that you're talking about. So let's follow that direction. On the question of contested polling stations, I think that's resolved. You will give the list to the registrar and to the applicants and to the Iebc by close of business today. On prayer number 7, that is a typo. The reference is to forms 32As and 34As, not 34Cs. 34Cs is what, so it's 34A. And so we amend the direction to read that. On the server, Mr. Kilukumi, I think I don't have the orders here, but the last order allowed 2 agents from every interested party to appear at the centers, whether it is at Forodha House or at Iebc, and that resolves Mr. Katwa Kigen's question on venue. I think from the orders, you can only have 2 venues, one at Iebc and one at Forodha House, where the Section 12 documents are at. So I think can resolve that also. Mr. Kilukumi, you can send your agents to work with the registrar and the ICT staff of the judiciary. On the question of supervised or read-only access, the ruling was specific. It is not read-only access. It is supervised access. So when you send your IT people to the servers, the IBC will understand it is supervised access, which is quite different from read-only access, which was the 2017 situation. So please allow them supervised access, which has a different meaning in IT language. What was the other issue? 34, yes, Mr. Mwangi, it is correct. Again, the error was on the book 2. Should be the book 2 of 34As, and that has a specific order as to what you do with it. Compliance is by today for the polling station that you're supposed to give. But remember also, one, the question of security, and I think that will be addressed by IBC, and that I think as Chief Justice resolves all the issues that were raised by the parties, unless I've left any. I don't think I have. I think I've addressed all, have I? Yes, I have. Thank you very much, Chief Justice.
Thank you. There was an issue being raised by Professor Wanjakoya, although I gave directions. I don't know what you wanted to tell the court.
Lady Chief Justice, members of the Supreme Court, I would like to take this opportunity by thanking you, because this is my